Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another Saturday Stash Dive. This is Tuesday, and I'm just showing you some of the product that I used. That is the Recollections paper, and it's called My Favorite Things, and I really love it. It's so girly and so fun. So the Saturday Stash Dive today is based on use of buttons, and so we're going to bust out a bunch of buttons and try to utilize a bunch of them on a page. And so I thought, since I was using a neutral background, that I would just use a bunch of buttons from my stash in a variety of colors. And I ended up doing a rainbow of colors, which is kind of ironic because I wasn't really planning on it, but then it just kind of worked out, and as I started to do it, I went with it. So I'm lining up. I made the little circle with my circle ruler, and I'm lining them up, and I used my trusty Secura pen in order to have that faint little glimmer of a line. And I love to use that because it doesn't leave an actual mark that stands out, so nothing to erase or deal with. And even if you see it, it just looks like a little shimmer. And I had these really old poetry words from years and years ago that were pretty thick, and so I had got them at convention, and I've made some jewelry out of them, but I primarily use them when I do a layout, and they just say fun things on both sides. I think I've seen them somewhere else, like in the past year or so. You may still be able to get them, but they say things like free and girl and happy, and so I just picked the ones that I thought went best with the layout of the picture for the layout. And I also bought some of these wood frames from Michael's in their wood section. I love to buy those, and then I just gesso them, and sometimes I'll paint them and sometimes I won't, but the gesso takes the mist awesome. And I really like how it turned out. It looks really pretty, but I don't end up using it. It's too thick to go on top of the buttons, so I just, ended up not using it. It looks good, it's too heavy to go in a page protector, I fear, so I went ahead and just X-nayed on the frame. And this is a picture of Misty. She is Ashley's sister, his older sister, and she sent me this super cute picture of her making a bubble face, and I got it in black and white, and so that's why I did the black and white background and then added the buttons with all the color. And I wanted the focus to be on her, and so the circles with the buttons kind of highlight her, and then the background scraps of paper that I just pulled out of my stash, I kept kind of neutral and pastel-y, so that she was the main focal point, and that circle kind of draws your eye to that. And the circle on the bottom right I made neutral so that it also highlighted her in the picture, so with the colorful circle of buttons. And the Fantastic is just a silhouette die that is from Wilma Furstenberg, and I just painted it black with acrylic, some cheap little acrylic paint. And I ended up punching the border around the layers, and that's just to add a little bit of movement because it looked too square around with the buttons around it, so I thought that helped add something to the movement to draw your eye around the circle as well. And this is also a Wilma Furstenberg cut, and I just used American Crafts white cardstock to cut it out and kept it white. And I thought it kind of sunk in with those buttons being so dimensional, so I went ahead and popped it up with the foam tape. And you'll see me just stick it right down in the center there. And then these little squares, I'm going to show and share a process video with you that shows you how to make these little frames and flowers out of Mod Podge. And they're from the new Mod Podge melts. And I had experimented with those and made a video for you. And so you'll see how I did that. And I've actually fallen in love with those little things. So they have a bit of pearl pen actually, Viva pearl pen on them, and that's what's making them shimmery. But the Mod Podge is in the milk glass white, and oh, it's just adorbs. I love that stuff. So I've been playing with it. And then I just grabbed some stickers from my stash, and the little white foam thickers are some of the old ones. They don't even have a label anymore. I can't tell you who makes them. And then the glitter ones are, I'm pretty sure they're Paper Studio. Oh, yeah, they're, yeah, Paper Studio in glittered pink. And then the white ones, I wrote down Amy Tan, and it's in, oh no, that's not Amy Tan, it's the XOXO that's in the Amy Tan, I believe. Yeah, it's from the Plus One. But the white ones, I don't have a name for. So I take the, oh, and the hearts, they're also from the Plus One, and that's the Amy Tan. And it's called Twins. I don't know why it's called Twins. I guess because everything comes in twos, maybe, but that had the words that everyone's using. So, yeah, those little glitter stickers didn't want to stick, so I secured them with a little more glue. And I thought I might add a few random buttons, but they don't make it on the page. I thought that was a bit overkill. But I do add some spray mist. You'll see me, oh, first I add some of the die cuts from the Wilma Furstenberg, and also some Heidi Swap with the little acetate butterflies. And then the leaves are basic gray, and they're one of their new collections. So the frames that you see are from a really old sticker sheet. Oh, what was the name of that sticker sheet? I can't remember. But it was like the last of a couple of pieces. And I just go around and highlight with some white in the cheap watercolor, because it leaves like a chalky hue to it. And I'm adding some more of those little basic gray little bits and bobs of die cuts, and that's the capture line, and that pink went really well. And just added some flowers and some floral elements to it, so you'll see that added. And at the very end I add this Heidi Swap and mustard, but then I also grab what I think is my Liquitex in carbon black that I always use. Oh, I use Primrose also in Heidi Swap. Oh, and I use a third color. What is the third one? Oh, it's Turbine Teal by Lindsay Stamp Gang. But anyway, I grab my, what I think is Liquitex in the carbon black, and it's not. It is Liquitex in raw umber, raw burnt umber, and it leaves a very muddy brown splotch of ink on the layout, and you'll notice it in the still pictures. I don't think it shows up when I initially put it down, but it's obviously brown in the end, so I'm not real happy with the brown. I really wanted it to be black. Black would have been perfect, but unfortunately no. I grabbed the wrong color. And hopefully she's okay with it, because I'm not. But mistakes happen, and I hope she loves it. And I just usually make these and send them to his sisters and let them enjoy. So, sorry there, the video cut out. I do hope you like the Saturday Stash Dive. If you get a chance to go on Facebook and look at the SNL Design Page fan group, or the website snldesign.net, you should be able to see the close-ups and videos for this. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. Please watch Danielle Brown. She is my partner in this, and you can see her adaptation on how to use buttons and bust your stash. So I'll try to remember to leave a link to her in the description bar. And I hope you have a great Saturday. You can see the brown there in the layout. And like I said, not my favorite part, but I guess it's okay. It is what it is. And I appreciate you all, and have a great day. Ta-ta for now. Bye.